All right, hello everyone. How we doing? Don't know why it's lagging, but okay. Let me just close a few things that keep on opening up for some reason. I don't know why Steam's open. Those Xbox. Swear, I don't even want them open. All right, maybe that'll be better. Well, that's weird. I don't remember this, but okay. Hello there. I like trains. Zeus? Big Daddy? Anyway. All right, so I'm just going to slide into your mother's DMs real quick. Anyway. Does Skyfather refer to Foley? The Titan's words are indistinct. Each syllable emerging from the mist seems to be cloaked in frost, symbolizing memory. I said nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Who's your mother and she hot? Anyway. A majestic voice pierces through the golden mist, reaching the unseen mountain walls in the distance. In the distance, reflecting and returning to your ears as an echo. Within the echo, you can seemingly make out the cry of a baby. Wah! Oh, wah! Oh, wah! Oh, wah! Something important like your mother's, Anyway. She has a voice now? Hey. Well, dang, now I can't voice her. Anyway. What are ears? Is that a type of food? That's what she said. And I want waifus, but we all can't have what we want. Anyway. What is this? Attack on Titan? Get it? Attack on Titan? Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
I'm so.
You know what I think whenever I hear the word Titan? That's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think when I hear the words Titan. Anyway. What? I'm just gonna play that song every single time the word Titan is said. They said Titan! Anyway. Hey, yo, I like a future! Wow. Dang. Man, I don't have a future. That's right, I live in the moment. What? What future? Are you saying that I should have died? Dang. Wait, that's actually interesting. Oh, dang. That's actually dang. Huh. Does that mean I'm already dead? Sweet! My actions have no consequences. I'm already dead, so I can't die again. They said Titan! They said Titan! Anyway. What about the trial? What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? They said Titan! They said Titan! And what else is coming to an end? My future! Among Us. You know what? I think we're past that. And if my future has been stolen in the past, is that still future or is it the past? Cheat on death or cheat with death? Death Titan! They said Titan! Before the passing of 15 entry hours, go forth and reclaim your future. This is the true trial time. Anyway. You're finally awake. I'll keep it simple. You succeeded, Ornix. He said Titan! He said Titan! He said Titan! Okay, anyway. Has entrusted you with their divinity. Now you're no different from a demigod of Inforius. Oh, sweet! So now we can use time? Oh, dang. This just keeps getting better and better. Ma'am has told me what happened during the trial. They're still explaining things to others and told me to bring you back to your room to rest first. They said Titan! They said Titan! Oh. Anyway. So, what's my superpower? For you to be able to say that even now, you're truly impressive. There's something that I've never told you. You're pregnant and I'm the baby? Anyway, when we landed on Inforius, our car was pierced by Nicodor's lance. Remember, back in the ruins, the abyss, this is what I said. You passed out when our car got hit. I blacked out too, but not before dragging you out. It's a good thing we were in the car, or we would have been crushed to pieces. Actually, my account kind of made light of the situation. What exactly happened was a bit more complicated. You were severely injured back then, with several wounds still bleeding profusely. I struggled to carry you out and used the last of my strength to stem the bleeding, but I was also hit by a falling rock and lost my consciousness. The last time I checked, you weren't breathing, but when I regained consciousness, I saw that you were alive and full of energy, so I never brought this up. So you were knocked unconscious by a rock, I guess you could say. It rocked his world. That's beside the point. That's beside the point. I'm not sure whether the gaze of Foley has anything to do with this matter, but since, according to the Titan, they said Titan! Anyway, you are living in the form of a memory right now, just like those objects of the past and the miracles of Ornyx. So that means that I'm a memory. Memories, da da da, da 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 da. Okay. Cry for me. It's not time for us to despair yet. There must be a way to save you. Ornyx mentioned finding your stolen future and cheating death. Considering Mighty's indestructible body, seems to suggest that there is some kind of miraculous power in embrace that can even reverse death. The key seems to lie within the hand of Shadow. Oh, Casterus! Whose whereabouts are unknown. They can talk! Let's do that then. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Sacrifice. How's chat doing? Okay, why is this door not opening? Alrighty, it's Sunday on a Wednesday. Oh, hello. Ow. Anyway, you hear soft steps coming closer, one step at a time. For some reason, you feel you have seen this scene before. You want to turn your head, but you glimpse a dash of purple brushing past your face, then a chill seeps through your skin, spreading through your veins. Thump, thump. Your heart begins to slow. You know what? I'ma just... In the blink of an eye, time seems to have frozen beneath that cold sensation, and you just happen to close your eyes. Subtle fragrance, hey yo, hello there, of an unnamed flower fills your senses, its sweetness making you forget the need to breathe. You realize you are still alive. No, being more precise, your death was not thorough. The coldness of the initial touch dispersed as quickly as it came, and replacing it is the touch of your fingertips and a tremble reborn of trepidation that originated from a lanky arm. Her quivering finger gently brushed against your cheek, causing a faint tickle. Am I really dead? Puzzles? I hate puzzles! So we're already dead! I will be forgiven if you give me a kiss. Anyway, how are you? How's chat? How's chat doing? I'm daydreaming, and when I heard try again, I read that out of context. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Asterix once again places her palm on your face. Her shivers calm somewhat this time. You scared me. Anyway, how's chat? Wow, we're halfway there. Wow, living on a prayer. Interesting. All these characters are. Anyway. Why is she so tiny? Oh, she's so tiny. Hang on. I need to see this. Hang on. Okay. King Daddy, you're gonna go in the basement for a second. All right, let's see. I don't know how tall you are. Okay, all right. Okay, let's compare sizes. That's what she said. Holy frick. Hang on. I need to see this. All right. What other characters? I think Pela is like the shortest. Hang on, let's see. Holy crap! She's so tiny. Hang on, I gotta have like one character that's you know what? Bailu. We'll try Bailu. Dang. All right, now let's compare the sizes of the adult characters. All right, I get. Okay, never mind then. All right. All right, let's see. Let's start with you. Dang. She's so tiny. Like, bruh, she's so tiny. All right, let's try Firefly. I think Firefly is roughly like. Holy crap. Do I get a little marshmallow? I'm just gonna pick you up and eat you. Anyway. So freaking tiny. Bro, you're so freaking tiny. Kind of freaky. You're freaking me out. All right, so anyway. There you are. Okay. Oh. Anyway. Where's your voice? Hey, Gray. You're here. Look, these little ones are so cute and energetic. Only if I could bring them back to the grove. Where's her voice? Not as cute as Paimon. Chom Chom, whatever. The little Kimmer is angry. It says, although I don't know what breed Pom Pom is, but it's definitely not as cute. You should be more careful when you're talking in front of these little ones. They're very bright, and they do understand what we're saying. You can understand the howls of a chimera. I almost forgot you never studied at the Grove, Gray, hence you lack knowledge in this area. That's no matter. Allow me to cast the blessings of Circes, and this should solve it. Come closer and close your eyes. In a trance, you feel a slight warmth flow into your body, like a soft caress of a strand of hair or a gentle embrace of the afternoon sunlight, a quiet garden. May your reason remain clear. May Circes guard your thoughts. All done. You can open your eyes now. How do you feel? Try talking to the little chimera. All right. You know what? I can't do this. Give me a moment. I don't think that this is the story. I think we got stuck in something. Hang on. Yep. Okay. Thought something was off. Was wondering why she wasn't voiced. Hello, sir. Hi, sir. Oh no, it's Sussy Miss Sussy. It feels quite cool being a departed spirit. Hey, yo, is he trying to flirt? Hello, Joa. How are you doing? Welcome to Anime Waifu Simulator. How are you doing? How you doing, Joa? Wait, why is the game not playing? Why is there no audio in the game? Why is there no audio? Has there been no audio this entire time? Bruh. Seriously? Seriously? I'm gonna bash my frickin' computer in with a frickin' hammer.
Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her. I'll try and get her to return to Akima, but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphorius, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of...
This is supposed to be comforting. You went sussy, Miss Sussy.
After all, you've already created countless miracles.
Anyway, hi.
Right?
But before that...
Y'all ever just wonder if the sky is actually a pair of underwear?
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart.
Give me a moment. I need to ask my mom. Y'all ever just wonder if hentai has ties?
It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
He did what to the elders? That's gay.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I of the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
Gay? Oh, it's an Axa! Alcan! I mean, what?
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog.
No ties in hand?
Barren and harsh.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me. What is this place? Where in Amphorius are we?
Your mother's DMs.
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land?
Titan? They said Titan! They said Titan! What do you mean, Jawa? The internet has. Anyway.
Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
Not Netherrealm.
Is this Canada? Asia? I was in the gutter once. That's where I made out with your mother. Anyway, how are you? Anyway.
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects you.
I've been rejected. You know what? That's not the first time. So I was going down the aisle, right? Yeah. Yeah, and then she just said you wouldn't know, never mind. Yeah. I just wanted to ask them where I can find the Kleenex. What'd you think I was gonna say? Oh, you meant that? You thought I meant that kind of aisle? Oh no. Oh, no, that never happened. Yeah. Anyway.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tide.
Shadow? Drugs? Shadow drugs? Heroin? Meth? Cocaine?
The sound of tides. I can hear it.
You think I would get age restricted if I kept on saying cocaine for an hour? Cocaine? 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 Meth? Marijuana? Meth? 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 Okay, anyway.
A voice about to recount something.
Child of humanity.
You called?
Is it death's embrace you yearn for with such
No,
urgency?
I am. Okay.
Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
Alright, so they're gonna make out or what?
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
Alright, so are they a married couple or... Oh wait, no, she's just inside him. She's inside him.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
She's inside him 24/7.
On the
Anyway.
contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question.
That's probably what she
Are
uses.
you planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
That's every day.
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
So she's using a anyway. She's inside him every day?
Of course.
Dang.
This is how I've always been.
Let me just grab this man real quick. Hold on a dang moment. My man uses a freaking gun? Is this what's inside him 24/7? Anyway. All right. Everyone stand down. Everyone down on the ground. This is a stick up. Hand over your money. Die, Vase. Die, Vase. Die. Dang. Die, Vase. Anyway.
It's been a while, Lord Amexagoras.
Who the frick is that guy? This got no chest!
I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice.
There are Antikytherans here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revere, Titan. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Linus, holding an honorary position
Interesting.
with the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
So, if my man wants to have a Titan inside him 24/7, you can allow him to express himself freely? I don't think it's wise to have that in public, you know? Anyway.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherans perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls. Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar. If necessary, Lord Anaxagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threads, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage.
That's interesting.
As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly
So how's chat?
comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness.
Well, that's interesting.
She's been...
I am good. Oh, hello, sir.
Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you...
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Interesting.
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound side.
Interesting.
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to...
Could you elaborate on your...
Circes, the kin of the Sky Father as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
Well, that's interesting.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world, because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
That's interesting. Look, it's a hand!
Please, Professor.
That's a big hand. Comes in handy.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The
That's
atmosphere
interesting.
carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the memorial tower. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan.
Well, that's interesting.
What a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. In the meanwhile, you're welcome.
Well, that's interesting.
But kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
Hi, chat.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware.
Interesting.
I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Penis! Wait a minute, if I can say penis, I can say dildo. Dildo! Anyway. the frick are you? Hey, yo. Wow. Hello there.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the Fates.
You could say it's the Fates toying with us.
It's only the Kremnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly. So, are you here to report the incident to the Council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the Grove, Akuma would be next in line.
Yay.
Even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Anyway.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make a move at the upcoming Citizens' Ascent.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
You know what? He is interesting.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself?
That's wow.
Prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours? Just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Interesting. Let me in! Fine.
Go melt it down.
Well, that's holy crap, that's big. That's what she said. Anyway. What if I just... What if I just... What if I just go this way? Hello there, guards. Don't mind me. He's giving head? Anyway, how are you? That's interesting. She has glasses. Interesting. Interesting. How can I zoom this close? Hello there. Astute observation. How are you doing this fine day? Okay, so anyway. Zoom. 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 Burp. 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 Zoom. Okay, anyway.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
blasphemous.
Like
You know,
my presence here is quite unwelcome.
Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
I'll be right back. I'm hungry. I live. Isn't that shocking? Like a bolt of lightning. Hi, how you doing? Hey, wait, whoa.
As Kefali's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you...
I got a pizza.
You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being.
Get him, Willow. Bite their legs. Bite their legs, yeah. Anyway. Doggo.
Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
I put salsa on my pizza, and I'm unsure how I feel. I didn't realize it was spicy.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan.
Dang.
As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be kindness?
The spiciest thing I've ever had is Carolina Reaper. My phone fell on the ground. Stupid phone. Carolina Reaper.
You.
Be back. What do you mean? What do you mean? Reaper? Reaper. Dang. See. Alrighty then, I am back. I'm not black, I'm white. How are you?
Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As
Taco.
expected of one of
Are you praising or insulting him?
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the God of deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Dang.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
Yay.
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Anyway.
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom.
That's interesting.
Fruit to symbolize how they.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Dang, wow.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
You know what? I'm starting to like him.
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawncloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory. So why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old? 2 years old? Oh my. Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Fall to sleep? How interesting.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every Titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This...
Dang.
Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Thelesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person.
Huh.
He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem
Well, that's interesting.
themselves. This is why I thought that since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Anaxa! I did it, teacher! But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm, even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip.
Oh, so that's why he doesn't have an eye.
Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time.
Dang. Wait, this is like a Full Metal Alchemist. Ah, interesting.
Let it go, Anaxa.
As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
Dang.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thelesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue
it's interesting
into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth.
That's interesting.
Our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands.
That's interesting.
Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours? However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means.
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into, unfortunately. Even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom?
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
That's interesting. Give me a moment. Oh, there we go. I dropped my cheese! Alright, so anyway, as I was saying, nuking is a big no-no. We do not like nukes. Alright, so I'm gonna just nuke Asia real quick.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
You know what? That is a clear idea. Clear as day.
Is that so?
Yay.
Lord Anaxa.
She looks cute, not gonna lie.
I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence. I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival. So please depart forthwith.
It's finally time.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation.
Just
What a wonderful
interesting.
turn of events. To tell you the truth.
All right, so was this like a makeout session or something? Anyway, how are you?
The Dromas draped in finery.
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromas as well? You must really like these creatures.
All things are connected by origin and are made of the same essence.
I like trains!
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Hey, yo, get back here. Get back here. Anyway. All right, give me a moment.
Welcome to the demigod.
Who is that? Hey, yo, Smash. Anyway, how are you?
So much about you.
Patricia, Patricia, cinnamon rolls. Patricia, Patricia, everybody's talking about Patricia, Patricia, cinnamon rolls. Anyway, how are you?
Forests of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer.
Bob, boobies. Anyway.
Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of
Hi, chat.
and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wished...
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind.
Hello, Pro, how are you?
Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akima are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this.
That is good.
Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses.
She has dead-looking eyes.
And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation...
Sorry, I'm dealing with something in a server.
...given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your clean.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs.
Her eyes look so dead.
But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles.
She woke up, chat! What are we gonna do? She's moving!
The Nusporists instead.
She looks old. Respect your elders, Yeats.
Many detractors.
It's normal for idea.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers.
They look like they're from
because they refused to defend
Olympus? No, what is it? Greece.
This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall
I had a pizza with salsa on it.
Important, as well as the final turn
Not bad.
In Akama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have. As expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
I read Gold Underwear.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders.
Well, you say that now, but surely you
I like the tongue click
as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread.
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaia covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support.
I feel like he's manipulating everyone, and he's just like plotting this plan that'll like help Sussy Miss Sussy or something.
You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be in the era Chrysia that your talk is cheap. So you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
Hi, chat.
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaia. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
There we go. Anyway.
I believe you're aware of Castorus the Executioner. Long before I returned to Akama, Aglaia had already dispatched her to monitor me. If I weren't able to reach this place,
There's a Titan!
I would have been forced to meet Thanatos first. to a comprehensive plan with uncertain results. If you decide to cut open my chest and remove the core flame, I'm not settling for risk anymore. Everything is in place. She just needs the right timing.
I understand what you mean.
Titan! Someone said Titan! Someone said Titan!
At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed.
Make it a drinking game. Shots of hot sauce.
Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Oh wait, we're fine with that.
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate from an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the Grove was attacked, I have become the de facto leader of the Grove. The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaya, and it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence. At the very least, I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant amount of time. Of course, this also means—
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts.
Anyway, how are you?
It's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akama that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, How will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akima's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly...
I am Optimus Prime.
Bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
Anyway.
Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Yay!
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya...
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been snow. More like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see, then.
I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after.
Waffle fries!
I'm the reason, Titan, after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answer soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches.
Alright, so anyway, how's chat? Sorry for being quiet.
Unexpected visitor. Welcome once again. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you. Do I?
How's chat? How we doing, huh?
You may not, but kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Ak. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would...
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. you still willing to let him pass? No.
Yes, very much so.
Interesting.
How convenient it is.
It is, please. Go ahead. Oh, a bygone myth tells
No,
of
I don't like Coca-Cola. I will drink caffeinated Coca-Cola and enjoy it. Caffeine-free Coca-Cola. And enjoy it. I don't know why. There's a distinct taste difference. But I don't know, I just don't like it.
It's not every day that you get
I used to like it until I took a month-long soda fast, and then I ended up only liking Dr. Pepper. I can drink Pepsi, but I have a strong preference for Dr. Pepper.
Go on ahead.
Give me the chest,
Take this
jerk.
pianist shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling I believe carefully will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to
I hope things go as you say, then.
It's a robot!
Putting a child of justice into a far... It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world.
Alright, give me that chest. Pause.
I can just ignore this. Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Well, I don't see... And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from...
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? All right, we're just a short hike away from...
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interaction.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight.
Why? Are you going to carry
That's
me
funny.
up if I were to fall now? I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Wait. Is that... Hey.
Huh?
Do we even get to see...
Well, that's interesting. Huh.
Oh, why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias!
Nias. I know I've heard this name.
It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios from their prime...
Hey, Cersei's.
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think of?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
Interesting. Interesting.
This is spirit.
That's interesting. This is a pilgrimage platform dedicated to devout believers, but you and... That's interesting. Oh, wait. That's interesting. I'm ascending! That's what she said. Wait, what?
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Well...
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Kaos. Demigod. I've never heard of this person.
Look on the bright side, Nias.
Let's just hope we...
Hey! Are you seeing that?
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but you're now talking about a certain Kaos.
Kaos? This name sounds just as strange to me.
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but the souls of people.
Dang.
What? But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments. Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
That's interesting.
Fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing.
So many dead people. Give me that chest. Anyway.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
All right, let's do a puzzle. Ah, crap. Dagnabbit. Oh, that was easy.
Can you keep going?
Of course. I'm just... If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even a little. I am Calypso of the
Interesting.
Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Calypso. She's one of the Seven Sages. No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one. Hey, Circes. Does the name Calypso ring a
Food!
bell?
Wait, where'd Circes go?
Gone. It doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now?
Add hot sauce to it.
Oh, legendary era Chrysia. Return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that north is a hazy mirage.
Devoted emissaries, heretical scholars, the lost wanderer, and the desperate outlaw. At the edge of divinity, we look up in awe. In a moment of terror, the long road behind fades from memory.
We're here. Finally. So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question. But all of you make for a pleasant surprise. Very well then. Let me uncover. Did I? So, I'm back here again.
Interesting.
This is... I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides.
Wait, did Anaxa die?
The closed doors of the void world. This time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Wait a minute, is that Castorus?
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Yes, I have faith in him.
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Oh, my sister.
Oh, that isn't
Sure,
Castorus.
the flowers are fine.
Wait, someone's a Titan. Anyway. Oh, wait, I paused the wrong thing. Anyway, hi, how are you? You know what? I think food's about ready.
Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange. The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need
So house chat
verification from Kefali. By doing so, I can answer Cersei's question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that. That is because another one of my conjectures, one that I have altered the immortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan, is not a ludicrous idea after all.
Oh, hello. Alrighty, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and bye.
What are you thinking about?
Just amazed at how this towering tree is Cersei's divine body. It's a majestic sight. Hey, yo, anyway.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the Great Tree.
Merely something from the past that I won't go into.
Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Cersei's. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars.
Her eyes are so adorable.
It was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground. I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree. Because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot.
You're Sky Priest, yet you study at a place that is home to the Reason Titan. That's rather counterintuitive.
Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Cersei's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people. You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After all,
those are some cute nicknames.
Grady here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila themselves.
Yes, I didn't count on provoking the ire of a local god.
But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just, I never thought Grady would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by her side.
Bad luck tends to come in streaks, so don't beat yourself up about it. Besides, Sussy, Miss Sussy, that's right, we're not saying her real name. That's taboo around here. Needs you here to uncover the truth behind what happened at the Grove. Let's just make the most out of this trip and keep a lookout for any documents related to the Death Titan. Someone said Titan. Someone said Titan. Someone said Titan. Attack on Titan? Anyway.
Yeah, there's no rest for the weary, huh? In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground.
About you, will you be alright on your own?
Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard?
Silence in here is near deafening. The vast amount of knowledge it holds, this academy is akin to a labyrinth of information. Even the clearest of scholars would easily lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. Nobody could have ever imagined that the Trailblazer's life would be forfeited the moment we landed on Euphorius. You know what? That is sad. I should have done more to keep her safe, but it's not too late. We still have a fighting chance. The unique rules that govern life and death on Euphorius might just work in our favor and save her. Wait, they said Titan! They said Titan! They said Titan! Okay, anyway. Is there a way to step out of the situation and look at it from a different perspective? They said Titan! They said Titan! Okay, anyway. Titans. Titans? And Aeons are two distinct classes of beings. Titans? Can communicate with us humans, and it's not impossible for us to overpower them. Upon their demise, we can even take over their divinity. In this regard, Titans can be said to be a lot more similar to humans than Ions are. Kairos heirs. Kairos heirs who are humans who possess heroic qualities, with most of them demonstrating extraordinary combat prowess and strength. Upon clearing a core flame trial, a Kairos heir can even ascend to a demigod and inherit a Titan's divinity. Wait, something feels... The flame chaser. Alright, I think they're gonna say it again. Let me just... Guided by the prophecy, the heroes are on a quest to reclaim core flames and usher in the Era Nova. Their efforts have seen gratifying results to date. As expected, the prophecy is the hardest to make any sense of it, but blah blah blah. Okay. How to leave Euphorius. In the myths, Aquila, the Titan, okay, anyway, who reigns over the domain of the skies, is a colossal bird that overlooks the world beneath them with hundreds of eyes. Okay. Icons, blah blah blah, aqua, blah blah blah. With the taboo of the Sky Titan. Okay, anyway. Okay. Enough. Alright. The clock is ticking. I should search for more clues as I move. Wait a minute. Do I see what I see? Dang it. Okay, never mind. Alright, I'll end the stream there. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and I just have one thing to say. Titan!